there's something for them to actually go after, paint the picture so they can see themselves having success. And then also let them know that experience is the biggest thing that they're going to even gain from working here. So if they start out slow, that is absolutely fine. You know, if you don't go out there and have a $10,000 fast start, that is absolutely fine. You can, use example after example of people who've gone on after having really slow starts and becoming very successful representatives in the organization as well. If you don't have them in your organization yet, that's fine. Talk about the people that you want to have. You can give them a name, or you can just use a name from somebody in a different office. During training, make sure that you have stop-bys from your out-of-town representatives. If you have somebody who is that representative who goes home consistently and they go home and they sell on weekends, have them come into your office on Thursday. Hey, you know what? I was just stopping by. Oh yeah, you're going home this weekend. That's right. You're here to pick up some rope and leather. Cool. Introduce them. Do your typical stop-by questions. Let them give a couple of tips, and so on and so forth. So once again, they see themselves having success because they're seeing all these out-of-town people coming in. During the spring and the fall in Tuscaloosa, to be honest with you, I don't know if we had anybody that was literally from the city of Tuscaloosa. Maybe like 3 total representatives for us. That was it. And I tried, high schools, but you know what? The out-of-town kids are easier to recruit actually because they can't just go home to mom and dad for the weekend. They're like, I need to wash my clothes. These kids are the ones that actually need to put forth effort in their life. Make sure you have representatives do the stop-bys, like I said. During day 2 of training as well, during day 2, you're going to do a stop-by, or not a stop-by, you're going to do a holdback with your representatives for local MAC customers, or local B customers, C customers, whatever the case may be. You're going to go through a list, and you're going to find out who they have. All right, well, how many MACs do you have in town? 0. Awesome. Man, that is perfect. Okay? How many B customers? How many C customers? You'll go through the list and find out what types of customers they have, and then help them move on from there. Let them know also, I've had representatives who literally knew 0 people. They were freshmen at the University of Alabama, knew nobody from town except for their roommate that they lived with in their dorm room. And for some crazy reason, whatever the case may be, maybe it was a football game, it was a home game that weekend, they could not go home that weekend, that's absolutely fine. By the way, if your representatives are fans of football, do not crush football. They will hate you, and they will not work for you. I'm telling you. Like, I was very, very lenient with my kids that wanted to go to football games, but I made them work other types of venues as well. But anyway, okay, so if they can't go home their first weekend, what you do is you let them know, hey, you know what? I need to make sure that you make a paycheck this weekend. So no matter what, do you have anybody coming into town for a tailgate for this football game? And then right there, they'll be able to kind of create some people. A lot of people come from out of town. If not there, hey, that's absolutely fine. Do an appointment with your roommate. But they're not 25. Cool. Do 2 of your roommates and a friend. Do 3 this weekend. I'll still give you base pay for them. That way you make a paycheck. Because that way, at least they have some sort of income coming in for the following week that they can use for gas money to drive back to where they're from. And they're not like, I'm not making any money here yet. Well, we'll help you. Alright? So help them out with that. Also, if they go home first weekend, double credit your fast start. If you go home your second weekend, double credit your fast start second weekend. If you go home both weekends, double credit your whole entire fast start. How's that sound? Cool. We'll do that for you. I mean, it doesn't cost you any money out of your pocket. And then, it doesn't count for the limo night anyway, so. And you have to let them know that, by the way. Hey, this doesn't count for money, cash, prizes, promotions, stuff like that. Also, pay incentive. I got special permission from the region. I'm sure that they would be able to give this for you as well. My base pay currently is $14 per appointment, but if a representative goes home for the weekend, they get $17 per appointment. That was something I used at the end of my tenure in Tuscaloosa. And the reason why you do that is for them to be comfortable, oh, okay, it's going to be worth it. And the people you send home anyway, if they go home, they're not going to hit base pay. They're going to crush sales. Because the people you want to go home are going to go out and do really well. By the way, if you have a huge college in your area, get really, really good friends with your fraternities and sororities. I haven't even mentioned that yet. But even if you hate fraternity kids or sorority girls, love them for the business. I promise you, they will wow, it's worth it. Okay? Have your local representatives take non-local representatives with them on a demo and build leads through that. Okay, so we had representatives like Nick Mills would take people on demos. If he got 10 recommendations, he would give 5 to the person who was with them on the demonstration. What I did in return for compensation, hey, you know what? I'll tell you what, since you're helping out my people get started, I'm willing to help you out. If you can get them started and stay consistent, motivating them, I'll make them PR leaders. So you make 2% off everything they sell. The reason why is they weren't going to sell jack squat without your recommendations anyway. So I think that really helps them out and it gets them fired about helping people. Also, weekend sales are the biggest form of sales for these people. Always be promoting weekend sales. Which brings me to my next thing I'm going to talk about, which is building big weekend sales. I mean, basically, you could be at $4,000 in sales by Thursday night and still at $15K per week. Because if you think about it, Saturday and Sunday, those are just like summer weekdays. And it was so exciting to have days during the push where people were calling in, you were selling 10, 11, 12, 15, 20, you know, for Drew, probably like $100,000 in one day. You know, that's exciting to have that happen. But your reps can still, your representative, you can still have a $10,000 day on Saturday, $10,000 day on Sunday. Those can happen for you. And then even on Miracle Monday. I had representatives going home to Atlanta. I use Atlanta because that was where a lot of my representatives were last. But they would stay home on Monday too. Their parents let them miss school if they would do demos all day that day. So they were working all day Saturday, all day Sunday, all day Monday, coming back on Tuesday. And then I would give them an excuse for class and they'd get out of their class with stuff as well. So, big weekend sales. Starts with constant promotion. Always be, you know, oh my gosh, this weekend's going to be huge. You're telling them that, oh, how many demos do you have today? All right, cool. Oh my gosh, this weekend we're going to crush it as a team. And that's on Monday PDI. The week hasn't even ended yet, but you're already starting the next weekend's promotion. This weekend was amazing. I can't wait to see what happens next week, and you guys are going to do awesome. Some of your representatives want to be able to work during the week. They can only work on the weekends because of class or whatever the case may be. But you got to show them the benefits. It's the biggest thing. Why is it important for them to get it? Also, if you have a really talented representative who does have an open schedule, that is local, that can work, and they're not doing anything, call them out. On Thursday at my team meetings, everybody signs in on the whiteboard. You know, everybody signs in how much have you done so far, how many appointments, where you got CPO, and this is an accountability situation. You know, so when they see themselves up there with 0, and everyone else has at least $250,000, $300,000, $400,000, something like $1,000, they feel like garbage, you know? And they should. You shouldn't come to a team meeting on Thursday with nothing. That's ridiculous. Sell something. You can sell them with a phone. I don't care. Sell something. And I'll be like, all right, congratulations to this person, this person, this person. You know, and I won't mention the other people because they haven't sold anything. And then after the meeting, like, dude, that's weak. You can't come to a team meeting at 0. Seriously? Like, I mean, come on. Are you working anymore? I don't even know if you're on my team. No, you don't have to do that hard on me, but only if you have the relationship. Like, I would do that with certain people on my team. You know, you have those people on your team that you do. But regardless, like Patty said, that you do have to be hard on your representatives. You cannot be a super lax manager during the fall. And if you are, then they'll just walk all over you. And then it's really hard to build your self-esteem back up as a manager. You've got to show the authority and go from there. Oh yeah, I'm always promoting 3 demos. That's it. 3. You know, 3 is the big number. If you can't do 3 demos this weekend, what are you doing? You know, oh, you're studying for a test. How much studying are you going to do? Come on. 3 demos. That's 3 hours of work. 4 because you have to do phone time. You can book those in 15 minutes. Come on. 3 demos, you can do that. And I'll always be promoting 3 demos. Hey, did you get your 3 demos for the weekend yet? When they call them for PDI, awesome, you did 3 demos this week. 3 this weekend too, don't forget. And because 3 is such an easy number, you can hit 3 demos like that. We've all hit 3 demos and we didn't even want to. You know, our goal is 15. We hit 3 demos in 2 minutes. Maybe not that. Phone jams, nonstop. You know, Patty mentioned this earlier as well. For weekend sales, this is the most important thing. Like, we have nonstop phone jams. And I'm not even at the phone jams anymore. I get mad if I'm, so I'm not